Hi, today I'm going to show you how I roast turkey wings. They were frozen. I have them thawing out in some water and I use some vinegar in there. Let it sit in there for a while. As you see, that's a generic vinegar. It doesn't matter. And I'm going to show you exactly what I do and the finished product. At this point, I'm draining the water off. I want them a little bit dry as I put my seasoning on them. I have a paper towel balled up, and now I'm just going to pat them, and I'm going to flip them. Pat, flip, pat, flip. I don't have to get them all the way dry. I'm just going to really just get a lot of this moisture off because I want my seasoning to stay on the wing itself. First thing I'm going to put on them is going to be some chicken flavor bouillon. That's one of my secrets. I pour about this much into the cap. As you see, it's not a lot. And now I'm going to sprinkle it all around my wings. I'm not worried about the coverage right now because I'm going to mix this in together. Next thing, just some regular old black pepper. I'm going to sprinkle it around in there. See, it looks like a lot, but you'll be okay. After that, I'm going to use some soul food seasoning. You can use seasoned salt, you can use sea salt, you can use whatever you want to do. Remember, I'm putting it on slightly heavy just because. Now I'm going to add a little cayenne pepper, just enough, make it nice and give it a good little coating. Because they're not going to come out real hot, but they're going to come out really nice. You don't have to use cayenne pepper if you don't want to. Now you see how that looks? The next thing I'm going to do, make sure there's stoppers in there. I'm going to just start rolling these things around. Oops. Almost dropped everything. I'm going to just roll and roll and roll because I want these seasonings to go all over these turkey wings. Yes, I'm doing this with one hand. I do apologize. Just in case it gets out of frame or what have you. Now, as I look at these turkey wings, I'm going to get close. You see that kind of coverage that's on there? Look at that. That's the kind of coverage I want. Nice and covered. Any missing spots, I'm just going to rub it in there and get some on the spots that's missing. The scent is already coming up. Now that's the first part. I'm going to show you what I do next. I'm going to add this seasoning just for the heck of it. Remember, I have all that on there. And now I'm just going to sprinkle that in. And once I get that sprinkled in, I'm going to roll it around again. This will give it a little kick. I really don't need it. I just want to put it in today. I'm going to use this old-fashioned roasting pan. I've gone ahead and sprayed some non-stick spray just around the edges because the turkey wing tips when they touch the side. I don't want them to stick. So just some non-stick spray. Right here I have some bay leaves. I'm going to sprinkle some bay leaves in the bottom. It doesn't matter. That's enough right there because I'm going for that little flavor they're going to give off. Next thing, I have some jalapeno juice. I'm going to just pour some in the bottom of this pan. So while it's cooking, it'll be basting itself. That's about enough. It's going to give it, it has, of course, jalapeno has a little vinegar in it. And I added a little pickle juice to this thing of jalapenos because I like to pour the seeds out. I don't care for the seeds. Next, I'm going to add about a cup of water to the pan inside of that jalapeno juice and in there with those bay leaves. It doesn't matter if they all float around and get mixed up. That's just fine. What I'm going to be looking for is that aroma, that flavor, that jalapeno spice. that pickle juice that's in the jalapeno juice that I poured in there, that little vinegar. It's going to be awesome. Now I'm going to start laying my turkey wings in here. I'm not going to swish them around. I'm going to just start laying them in there into that seasoning, because I don't want the spices to wash off the wings. Remember when I kind of patted them dry? I'm going to just gently place them in here, stack them around just like so. And I'm going to keep doing this until I get all the wings in this pan. Now once I've laid all my wings in the pan, do you see how this part is touching the side? Right here, right here. As these wings are cooking, I'm going to be moving them around. I'm going to pour the ones from the bottom to the top after about maybe an hour and a half. That's why I sprayed that non-stick spray around the edge, so that those little pieces won't get stuck to the sides and whatever else is touching in here. I also sprayed some in the bottom of the pan, that non-stick spray. That's not going to matter because I did add that juice to the bottom. I've gone ahead and off camera, I chopped up some onion. I'm using some red onion. This is like half an onion. I put some one whole bell pepper. I just chopped it up, took the seeds out. And right here I have maybe 3 of the stalks of celery. Now to mix it in, I'm not going to mix it much. I'm going to just lift it up, let some fall under there, lift this up, move it over on top, lift it up over here, just kind of move it around just to let that stuff fall in. And pretty much that's it for my mixing the bell pepper, onion, and celery between the wings. Next thing I'm going to do, I set my oven to 375. Then I hit start. And now it's going to start heating up. While the oven is heating up, I'm going to put it in there. As soon as it gets to 375, I'm going to bake these for about an hour and a half with the top on. Stick them in there, and I'm going to just let them go for about an hour and a half. Then I will come back and I will move them around, because I want to make sure they get evenly cooked, because the bottom can get cooked all the way and the top can still be tough. I want them to cook evenly. So once again, oven at about 375. It's at 100 now. I have to wait a few minutes. 375, put the top on these, and I'm going to shove them in the oven. I will be back in an hour and a half. Just in case, for the people who don't cook, I have my racks at the bottom. There's a blower back there. And I'm going to stick this pan right here on this top rack. You see I have some distance from the bottom. I don't want the bottom directly over those elements. This is an electric stove. Oven, I should say. I wish you guys could smell this right now, because it smells phenomenal. Now remember, we have that cup of liquid in the bottom with some of that jalapeno juice just to run that flavor through. Onion, celery, bell pepper. We have some black pepper, some chicken bouillon, some cayenne pepper, some soul food seasoning. I believe that was about it. Now I'm going to put the top on. As you can see, this pan has been used an awful lot for years. I love it. Okay, the roasting pan is in the oven. You can see the years of use. I had this thing maybe 20 years. And I'll be back in 1 hour and a half. Okay, just took the pan out of the oven. Let's see what we have so far. We have decent color on these. I think I'm going to go ahead and put them back in for maybe 21 more minutes, because I want those a little browner on top before I rotate them. Okay, now that I have the color on these that I want, I'm going to just sit these over here in the top, move them out of the way. Then I'm going to move the brown ones to the bottom. I'm going to put these on the bottom, and these are going to end up on top. I'll be right back. As you can see, the ones that are browned are underneath, all the way up there. I'm just going to kind of stack these remaining ones on top. Try to leave a little space so they can go ahead and brown. I will be back. I would give these about another hour. I'm going to put these back in the oven, but they're going to stay uncovered because they're almost getting to where I want them to be. So maybe about another hour in here. If not an hour, it'll be an hour and a half, and I'll show you the finished product. I'm going to put them back uncovered because now I want the color to start going through. I want them nice and brown. And here we have it, guys, the end result. Roasted turkey wings. Go ahead, give it a shot. Leave me a comment. Let me know how it works out for you. I hope you enjoy it. Take care. See you on the next one.